I am Karyn. My passion is working with kids, mostly the ones who don't always fit the mold of a normal education system. I was working and I was in the cafeteria and I fell. And then I fell again, and then I fell again and kept falling, resulted in a brain injury. Just a concussion is what we thought and what I had said. And for the first week or so, I was fine. Everything was fine, and you couldn't tell me any differently. Fast forward 2.5 years filled with therapy and more therapy and more therapy and lots of pain and headaches and tears. Oh my gosh, the tears. Had my eyes checked, and now I'm wearing these fabulous glasses that don't make me make me look like I'm drunk when I'm walking. Before the falls, I was the type of person who would get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and exercise. I would get the kids ready for school. I would work, oftentimes putting in 5 to 8 miles a day in a building. I don't think the initial injury ever really subsided. I felt like it just kind of grew worse. And that's what was scary. I remember having just the most horrible headache, dizzy, nauseous, unable to get up out of bed. I remember after a week not being able to walk. I couldn't see through the hallway. I wasn't able to do that without having assistance or leaning heavily on the walls. Everything was moving, everything was shifting towards the left. In order to walk down the stairs, I had to crawl or scoot or sit down. I wasn't able to talk or think in clear sentences. My speech was extremely disrupted. I still have a hard time talking about it without really breaking down and crying because it's tough. We were referred here and it was kind of like, but we didn't have anything to lose at this point. It's like, well, let's just try it. We had no expectations whatsoever. We kind of went in thinking that we were just going to go in and take the meat and leave the bone. When we met our eye doctor, it was a completely different experience. The energy, the passion, and everything that she had was addicting. And it kind of, pulled you in and made you want to listen to what she had to say. And then how I felt during the appointment was pretty incredible. And how I felt since has been pretty amazing. When we were here and we tried on the prisms for the first time, and I had them just in the one lens, and she kept asking, these same questions. Now stand up. So I stood up and I actually felt really tall, and I was amazed that they made me feel taller, and I walked a whole lot more confidently. My husband said, gosh, this is what you used to walk like. Went to the first hockey game that following weekend, and I almost cried because I was able to sit through an entire hockey game without being sick to my stomach. It's weird being a glasses wearer because when I take the glasses off, I can still see. But when I put them on, I see better, extremely noticeable. When I take them off, it's almost as if somebody's punching me in the gut. I get nauseous. I've noticed my speech has been better. When I was talking before about taking so much in, it's kind of slowed in all of that, and I'm able to talk better. Going up and down stairs, being able to do household chores has been a huge improvement. Reading has been a big improvement. I could go on and on. I feel like everything has improved with the glasses on.